Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you part 12 in our walkthrough for Nancy Drew, the Deadly Device. Let's go see if we can maybe talk to Ellie, if she has anything interesting to say.
Glad you made it through that lock-in. That could have been real bad.
What happened back there in the lab?
I don't know. You're lucky you got out. Really lucky.
See, I still don't get what she was doing down there. Like, Nancy clearly got locked in, but how did Ellie also sort of, get locked in somewhere? I don't know. I'm confused by that.
Are you happy at this job?
Of course.
Victor seems to think your heart's no longer in your work. Is there any truth to that?
Much as I'd like to say no, all my life I was the brainy one. At home, at school, on the bus, in the library, in the corner store.
I know that feeling.
Kids used to call me Watson.
Watson?
That little brat, Susie Watkins, started calling me elementary, my dear Watson, because I made the mistake of correcting Miss Heinz in front of the class one time. But that was a mouthful. Became Watson after a month or so. Shouldn't have called her a brat. I take it back.
Is this your card?
Nope.
Mason said it isn't his either.
Then it must just be an extra.
Why were you spending time with Mason? I thought you two didn't get along.
We have to meet up to coordinate experiments once in a while.
You and Mason are working on a project together. Something secret.
You're wrong.
Then you won't mind if I tell Victor what you're up to?
You'd be smart not to. He doesn't have patience for people stirring up the bottom of a river that's best kept still.
You and Mason were smuggling work out.
Don't use that tone. You have to understand, Mason and I put our lives into that work. Nico wanted to give it away. That I can live with. Victor wants to sell it. If anyone is going to sell my work, it's gonna be me.
If you don't like the work, why are you still here?
I don't know. Growing up, everyone had these high expectations that I'd go out and make something big of myself. What no one knew was, much as my mind loved the inside of a book, my heart loved nothing more than being with my family, especially my cousin Rachel. My Gram used to say the two of us put a little extra spin on the world. Rachel was my best friend, and I'd give all I've got to go back to those days. But I was told to go and fulfill my potential, and I did.
You could always just go back home.
Funny. Everyone always says the opposite. We weren't rich, and school wasn't cheap. I took out some big loans that my Gram put up the farm for. Can't make the money I need back home in the sticks.
Oh.
It's not all bad. I get to do my part in making the world a better place. That's a happy thought I can take to my pillow each night.
After Nico died, you left for a while.
That's true.
Where did you go?
Home.
You mean back to where you grew up?
Of course. I wouldn't call Colorado home.
Why not?
Between you and me, I'm looking to get out of here as soon as possible.
Why?
Even if what happened to Nico never happened, Colorado never welcomed me with open arms.
Why do you think that is?
I honestly don't know.
When you left, I understand you took all of your work with you.
It's my work. I need to keep it safe.
Keep it safe? From whom?
I just meant in general.
What made you decide to come back?
The police.
Did they force you to come back?
They were persuasive. I don't know if they were going to force me back, and I really didn't want to find out.
Can you walk me through what happened the night Nico died?
This isn't something I should talk to you about.
I know, but my boss would really like to know.
Look, it was a hard night for me. I'd like to keep it in my rear view.
According to the police report, Nico had been dead for 30 minutes before you called 911. What happened?
I tried, but the phones were out.
What about your cell phone?
I must have left it at home that night.
What were you doing with Nico's things?
How did you find those?
So you were hiding them?
Stay out of my things, hun. You don't know what you're messing with.
You never said why you hid some of Nico's work.
I'm not supposed to have them, but I see you get that. If you have to ask why I'd go out of my way to understand how someone like Nico thought, then you obviously don't realize what a big deal he is. That, and he wanted to keep them from Mason. He hated Mason.
Did he say why?
Honey, would you ask anyone to explain why they hate Mason?
Did you think Nico's work was important?
Not was. Is.
Important enough to kill for?
Yes. More than once.
Whoa, what do you mean by that?
Look around. Life isn't just life anymore. It's plugged in all the time. People live in this weird dream world of their own creation. We're running out of power, and fast. Imagine the jolt when we all wake up together. Nico cracked it. A way to harvest the electricity that's already there all around us. Or, so I heard. I never saw his work. His work is so important, it can't be measured in money. It's pure power. Economic, political, military, and literal power beyond measure. Wars have been fought for far less.
This card I found, according to the record, it's the one that opened the lab the night Nico died.
What do you mean?
It's in the log.
That was just a glitch. The video shows just one person entering the lab, Nico.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, we found another video that says otherwise. Speaking of which, let's go talk to the person that appears to be incriminated by that video. Mr. Gray. Well, that was a nice long conversation with Ellie. I feel like I have a lot in common with Ellie. I really like her as a character. She is one of the characters that I feel like I could be friends with in real life. Who's that character for you guys? You should let me know in the comments down below. What character could you actually be friends with?
Yeah, what?
Can you explain these emails?
Depends. Can you explain what you're doing with confidential information?
I found it. Answer my question.
Don't want to. Get out!
No.
Say your piece, then leave me in mine.
What's someone with a PhD doing working in security?
There's nothing wrong with what I do.
I didn't say there was. It just seems like you could do something more in line with your schooling.
I like what I do. No one respects real work anymore.
Something doesn't add up about your position here.
Leave it.
Nico must have known about your qualifications, but he put you in security, which means he kept you around because...
Because he felt bad for me. Fine. Let my friend take care of me. Happy?
If that's true, you have a strange way of paying back the favor. You were threatening him in those emails, and something tells me you were leaking his work.
That's not true. Whoever your source is, they're wrong.
Is there any reason you would have entered the lab right before Nico died?
No, enough. No more questions. Why won't you leave it alone?
Because someone killed Nico. I want to know who.
Why?
What do you mean, why? No one deserves that. Whoever did it should be locked up.
Or worse.
Bye.
Yeah.
Or worse. Okay. I'm gonna go to the safety of the lounge now. Away from all you angry scientists. Okay, let's maybe do some quick phone calls. See if anyone has dug up any new information for us.
What's up?
Were you able to learn anything about biometric scanning?
Yes, I was, Nancy Drew. It was actually kind of cool. So you need to find a fingerprint. And then, is there some sort of etcher in the lab? I mean, there probably is. Find a way to etch the print. Then you just find a medium to transfer the print to.
Medium? Like what?
Something melty? Whatever you can find. I mean, it doesn't need to look like a finger, turns out. It can be flat. It just has to have actual ridges.
I just found another video. This time it shows Gray entering the lab right before Nico died.
Get a handle on things, would ya? I've already titled my report, Occam's Razor at Work. I like that title. It seems A-worthy. So stop having these kinds of troubles.
Do you have any idea how I can figure out what's really going on in the video?
They've got a lot of gadgets there. Maybe there's something that can analyze it? Problem solved. You're welcome.
Bye.
Hanging up.
Hey, Nancy.
I need to find one of Nico's fingerprints.
Maybe there's someplace the police missed. Yeah, maybe somewhere they felt they didn't have to explore. Does that make sense?
I'll take a look. Bye.
See ya!
I love that they brought back the, phone friend hints. That's so awesome. Keep that. More of that, please.
Nancy, hi.
I saw a video of Gray going into the lab the night of the murder.
It looks like he just made himself a prime suspect, if you ask me.
Bye.
Talk to you later.
Okay, so we need a fingerprint and we need to analyze the video. I feel like maybe Ryan could help us analyze the video. So maybe let's switch to daytime and see if she can help us. We'll have to, find a way to get the video to her, though. Nah, I don't know. Okay, let's just go talk to Ryan. Let's see if she can help us out at all. Because we still haven't found a key to the cabinet in Nico's office, which is definitely where the Hardy Boys are telling us to look. That locked cabinet hasn't been touched in a while. The police probably didn't clean it. So that's probably, where we need to go, but we still don't have a key. So, nothing I can do yet.
Hi!
I think there may be something weird about the security video from the night of the murder. Could you take a look at it with me?
Yes?
Oh.
This track is something Nico had me add, so the security video could also do double duty as a data set. He liked tracking the ebb and flow of the electrical current throughout the year. It meant something to him. I've heard that theoretically we could... Wait.
What?
Right there. And there. Let me get a closer look. It's true. There are breaks in the signature. This video was tampered with. Someone followed Nico into that lab and edited themselves out of the tape. I'm pulling this off the network before.
What just happened?
That footage must have been flagged. Whoever killed Nico knows what we just saw.
Where are you going?
Anywhere but here. If you're smart, you do the same.
Okay, bye! Yeah! What the?
Security breach in Tesla coil lab. Warning.
What? Security breach in Tesla coil lab? What?
What are you doing here?
I was going to ask you the same thing.
This might come as a shock, but no one wants you lurking around here. Why didn't you just leave me to my work?
I'm not lurking. What's that?
Wait! Wait, stop! Someone's activated the machine! You have to shut it all down! Please, hurry!
Ow!
I need to find a way to turn off all of the power.
Oh, geez. Okay. Without killing Mason? How? This is scary. I don't like this. Okay. Then maybe something like that. Yeah, if you can get a bunch of greens all at once, that's really helpful. Mason, you might be kind of screwed here, buddy. I don't know how well this is gonna go for you. Okay, let's try this again. Maybe going for the greens is smarter than, like, going for the reds. Because the greens are what turn it off, really, ultimately. How do we... There's totally a pattern here. What it is, I have no idea. I think getting it to... well, how do we... Mason's totally gonna blow up. Okay. Anything that'll get me multiple greens all in one place is good. Okay, I feel like that was very unhelpful. Green, 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 green. 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 I feel like I'm so close and yet so far away. How has he not blown up yet? Like, I've clearly killed Mason by this point. Very clearly. How do you do this? Just like trying to go for a pattern here. But I don't think that's gonna help. Wait, I did it. I did it. I did it.
There. Got it.
Mason survived.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Who could have turned that on?
No clue. Look, maybe we could keep this between ourselves, okay?
What are you doing? Nancy, we should have a talk. Come on.
Nice job. You saved me some paperwork back there. It's unfortunate that we couldn't be meeting under better circumstances. It wasn't exactly fair of me to ask you to take on such a large task. It looks like your ride is going to be a little late. Get settled in the lounge and, please, don't touch anything. I'm going to need all of your passes and keys. Where did you even get this? No, I don't even want to know.
What's going to happen next?
Snow clears, you leave. I leave, hire a professional next time. Killer gets found, killer goes to jail.
So what's your next step with the investigation?
I'm sorry if I've been anything but crystal clear. I want you off this case. Completely. You've caused enough trouble here.
Goodbye.
Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't. Okay, there was totally a key next to him. And I feel like we need that key. I'm not gonna go into the lounge. I'm going to go upstairs and talk to Ryan. And probably also Mason, because we just saved his life. And I think he needs to gush and thank us in all of the best possible ways. But we'll get started with that in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.